Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. No alien talk, no periodic table talk. However, the creator gave me this crazy download. Now, I want to say the day before yesterday or yesterday, I got a download about the lottery, right? No, I do not have the winning numbers for you, okay? It's so funny, and I'm laughing because the Most High is so funny. I got the download, and I was actually fixing to do research for a topic that I thought I was supposed to discuss. But then I go in, and I see my coworker. I had the laptop open, and it was on the screen. It was a story on RLS about how someone in Newark purchased a winning lottery ticket for over $2 million. Now, we've had this discussion of not using our gifts to gamble, not looking to gain monetary benefits, from our gifts, using our gifts. And then we've also gone into how our gifts will provide for us, and the Creator will put us in situations where we can use our gifts to make a living, right? Now, what's crazy is, yes, I do believe that the Creator has given me some intel about a few things, but when it comes to the lottery, it's a lot of different energies surrounding it, and now I understand why I was given the download about not using your gifts. And this is pertaining to playing the lottery and things like that, right? Because we had the conversation of gambling and things like that, and then we had a separate conversation about using your gifts for monetary gain. And then we had another conversation about the opposite, right? About your gifts being the very thing that makes you money. The money itself, the jackpot, is a big ball of energy, right? We know, we had this talk. We know money is currency is energy, energy is magnetic, and a lot of things are attracted to it, okay? And then the Creator started to break it down a little earlier. There's a distinct difference between people who are actively pursuing this jackpot and people who are just saying, man, I would love to come into that kind of money, right? So off the rip, we're speaking of 3 tiers of energy just surrounding this jackpot, okay? We have the money itself. We have the 2 different groups of people, with one group being the people who are constantly spending money, contributing to this big ball of currency, right? Putting their energy in it. And then we have the other group of people who just imagine, but they're not gamblers, and they don't even partake, right, in taking such a risk. Now, that within itself is also energy. So now that's a 4th tier. The imagining what you would do with it. Being able to come up with ideas and plans, or just simply saying out of your mouth, man, what I would do with that type of money. Now, why this is important is because a lot of magic can be done surrounding this frequency, okay? So not just money magic. Let's also pay attention to the actual numbers that come out. They carry a vibration. let's look at the amount of the jackpot itself and the actual days that these really large jackpots are being played, okay? It's all ritualistic. It's all for a reason. It all holds a key. And if you want to take it a step further, pay attention to the locations, not even the people, but just the locations where these jackpots are won, right? These really large lump sums of money. I mean, we're talking millions of dollars, right? Some of these people, they come from humble beginnings. They're the first in their families to have such a large amount of money, right? At least access to it. And then a lot of these people, they come from money, right? So it's just another big ball of currency to add to what they already have. Okay, I hope you're following. Why is this important? This is energy in the universe. So not only is this energy in the universe, it's free energy. Okay, we've talked about free energy in multiple facets, but I am speaking to the creative energy that looms around anyone who can manifest this money, right? If you have the ability to come close, and I mean even predicting one number from these numbers, right, that come out, that is a telltale sign that your energy is wrapped up in some of this energy, even if you're not playing. And I'm going to explain why. If you are aware of these jackpots, if you are connected to anyone who plays these jackpots in any kind of way, it could be your coworker, your neighbor, your in-laws, your siblings, it doesn't matter, your boss, okay? If you're connected, you've already exchanged energy with people that you have a connection to, whether it's in the spirit realm or in the physical, okay? There's always some sort of exchange with people that you know and that know you, okay? If you are physically connected to people who actively pursue these jackpots, some of your energy is intertwined with theirs, okay? This is how a lot of people's energy gets used. And I'm going to bet my last dollar that the people who win are the people who have mastered the art of not only harvesting, not only conjuring, but also manipulating and baiting energies, okay? Some people do this without even realizing, but the people who are actively pursuing, they definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, are fully aware of their ability to extract energy from all of these different spaces. So whether you're saying, okay, you're focusing on the money, right? Because these are the different ways people gamble. They focus on the money itself, and then they're like, okay, I want to get such amount of dollars, and then they can manifest a certain amount of dollars. They play the lottery, and then they hit, right? Then you have people who focus on the actual numbers that are required to win, okay? They may observe and study the numbers that have already been coming out and compile a list of numbers that can then be contributed to their chances of winning, right? Then you have the people who focus on the actual people that are playing. What are the odds of someone else winning? What are the chances of someone else hitting this jackpot in my area or in another geographic location? Okay? I hope this makes sense, because these are the ways that people are tapping in. I'm not encouraging anyone to play or not to play. I'm just simply telling you that these rituals that people go about to benefit and gain money, right, via the lottery. And I'm not really speaking of like the smaller jackpots, like not like the pick 3, the pick 4, not those lower paying numbers, only because it's less energy, okay? I'm speaking of people who have the ability to tap in. Now, of course, the creator wills these things, okay? Some people, he's just blessing them and he wants to bless them. Like I said, a lot of these people come from humble beginnings, and I should have actually done a little more research on how many poor people hit these big jackpots versus people who are already wealthy, right? I'm sure there's a disproportion, with more poor people probably winning, but I could be wrong, right? We have to do the numbers and find out. But the overall gist here is that this is energy that people are tapping into. So if people can tap in, okay, to extract energy, to get winning numbers, to figure out what's the likelihood of them winning, and all of those things, and figure out when to play and where to buy the ticket, then people who have mastered the art of stealing, harvesting, manipulating, conjuring, and casting, why wouldn't they be able to tap in and steal energy, and not even to like win the lottery, just steal energy to do other things that they may be paying attention on, paying attention to and focused on. So that's the whole thing here, to really understand that this lottery is not just people taking their chances and having $1 in a dream, okay? This is mainly us needing to be able to see the different tactics that can be used to harvest energy, okay? Because think about it, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. Just consider this and think about it for a second. When people play the lottery and no one wins, what happens? The money just quote unquote sits there, right? That's harvesting, energy being harvested. A bunch of people dying and wishing and hoping that they would be the next person to tap into this currency, into this frequency. Again, pay attention to the dates and the locations, down to the time, okay? It's not really rocket science what I'm saying. We have actually gone over mostly everything that I said. We've had a segment about it, okay? But just not about the lottery and the jackpot itself. Again, you don't have to follow what I'm saying. Do your own research. Find out exactly what is connected to these jackpots. I myself would be more than happy to win such an absurd amount of money. Okay? But yeah, that's basically the gist of this conversation. Be careful of where you place your energy, where you spend your money, the ways that you think of money, how you feel about money, your relationship with money all together. Okay, it's really important because it's connected to us being able to grow and develop and get to the next phase, all right? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope all is well. I hope y'all are getting ready for y'all weekend, child, because what? Friday is definitely here. All right. Love y'all. Peace.